Let's make some blueberry lemon scones in the Blackstone pizza oven. First thing we're going to need is some all-purpose flour. We're going to weigh this flour because that's the best way to measure things when baking. Our goal is to get about 381 grams of flour. Then to this, we're going to add some sugar. We need about 66 grams of sugar. Then we're going to add the zest of 1 lemon. So we're going to zest this entire lemon all the way around on the peel into our flour mixture. While we're at it, we might as well go ahead and cut that lemon, and we're going to juice half of this lemon into a measuring cup. To this measuring cup, we're also going to add some buttermilk. Now our goal here is to get exactly 1 cup of liquid in this measuring cup. So depending on how much juice you have in there, will depend on how much buttermilk you want in there. So just pour until you reach exactly 1 cup. And then once you have 1 cup of liquid, we're going to add 1 egg to that. Mix that up real good. And then you're going to put this in the fridge and let it stay as cold as possible. We want all of our ingredients cold for this recipe. So back to our flour mixture, we're going to add in a tablespoon of baking powder and then a half teaspoon of baking soda. And then finally, we're going to add a teaspoon of salt. Now we're going to take this flour mixture and we're going to put it into a food processor. And we're going to take some cold butter. This is straight out of the refrigerator butter. We're going to cut it up into small pieces and throw that into the food processor with our flour. And then we're going to pulse that mixture a few times just to get that butter mixed all the way through into that flour. This is laminating the dough a little bit for us. Now we can dump this flour mixture back into our bowl, and then we're going to pull our liquid mixture out of the fridge and pour it directly into our flour mixture and start mixing. You don't want to overmix this, you want to just mix it together until it is just mixed. Looks like this. To that, we're going to add about a cup of blueberries. You're going to just fold those in gently, being careful not to overmix. And now we're ready to actually shape our scones. So this recipe is enough to make about 16 scones. So we're going to actually dump this whole thing out, and then we're going to do this folding trick. We're not going to really knead it as much as we're just going to gently fold it. And so we're going to fold it over on top of itself, kind of squish it down, then fold it over again, squish it down. We're going to do that about 5 times. Then we're going to gently shape this into kind of like a log so that we can divide it evenly in half. And we're going to take each half and we're going to shape it into like a flat circle. We want to keep it about 1.5 inches, 2 inches thick. And then cut this circle into 8 pieces. You can set each of those pieces onto some parchment paper that'll fit on a pizza tray, and this tray can go in the freezer because again we want this as cold as possible, and the freezer will help relax that gluten. While that's in the freezer, we're going to go ahead and preheat our oven. So I'm going to turn this pizza oven on low and let it start to warm up. Now I'm going to pull those scones out of the freezer, and I'm going to go ahead and place them right in the middle of that pizza stone and let them start to bake. You should see them puff up, start to turn golden brown, and they should take about 15 to 20 minutes, and then you can pull them out and they're all done. While those are resting and cooling, we can go ahead and make our lemon glaze drizzle that's going to go on top. For this, we're just going to add some powdered sugar to a bowl. Not exact measurements here, but maybe about a 1/2 cup. And then we're going to squeeze the juice to that other half of a lemon into that bowl. Start mixing it together. If you need to add more powdered sugar, you can. You want this to coat that spoon. You want it to be pourable, but also pretty thick. Then we're going to use a fork, and we're going to drizzle that glaze right over top of all of our scones. And then there you have it. These are delicious for brunch or for breakfast. They have that tangy lemon flavor. I hope you give these a try. Let me know if you do in the comments. Till next time, thanks for watching.
Mmm.